it's a wrong number. It's always happening. I must have another word with customer services.
Nah, it's nothing to do with that, mate. It's your sexy phone manner. 0898 Hot Lips Harper. Well, I've got sauce on my face.
No, it's you.
What?
You make everything seem so much better.
You mean I put the wind beneath your wings?
Exactly. No, with you I feel safe and warm and protected. Everything I didn't feel with Duncan. Nothing is going to change that.
You'd think I'm marrying some kind of freak.
Au contraire, Samuel. Lydia's physical attributes are remarkable.
So why can't you be just a little bit happier?
If somewhat overcooked. One thing you can clarify for me, though. When she says she's thinking about it...
Yes, she's thinking about it, okay?
Whilst reserving the right to say no?
Well, Aunt Rachel. Seems as though you're still in the game.
Oh, joyous uncertainty.
Whoops. Do you want a hand clearing that up?
I shall clear it up, Lydia. It might not be to the standards of your hygienic magnificence, but clear it up I shall. Now, what do you mean, part acceptance?
Well, there's a few things she wanted to sort out.
Sort out?
To do with the family, if you must know.
Do you think she'll say yes and they'll go through with it?
Do you know, Lucy, I am not at all confident. But I do somehow think the outcome might lie with us. But don't worry. Illegally parked he may be, but he is not yet clamped.
Tom, your mother and I...
We need to talk to you.
Yeah, we've decided to... What? To... have a party.
Yeah, celebration.
Celebration... Yeah, of you getting home in one piece.
A sort of welcome home Tom party.
Everything is okay, isn't it?
Tom, we really need to tell you something. Thing is, Tom... Thing is...
We really, really love you.
So, we've decided to ring round and see who's up for a party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Celeste, I want you to know that I think you're really,
Brian.
Class dismissed, I think. Mother, if you're going to employ that thug downstairs as a pleasure slave, you really can't object to...
Shut up. You know, don't you? It's bad enough having your father lying to me, and you're always at the halfway house.
My father?
All this time, and you didn't tell me about him being there.
I didn't know.
You didn't? Brian, I'm sorry. He's probably just got back.
You went there?
Yeah. To see Steph. But don't you worry. Everything's going to get back to normal.
You mean you're bringing him home?
He can come back when he's ready.
Let me explain why I sent Jane the messages, please.
So what was it we wanted to do? Torture her? You haven't got a good reason. But I still need to know.
I don't remember.
You sent her sick text messages, and now you don't know why. It was your fault! She left because of you! Jane left because of you!
Hi. It's horrible the way this got out about Duncan, isn't it?
Not now, Della.
Have you even thought about what you're going to do about it?
I said, not now yet.
What are you staring at?
I always used to watch her. She used to come this way through the graveyard.
first time she didn't. She didn't the first time she came in.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. She had beautiful blonde hair and lots of friends.
Hi, Josh.
She had everything she could possibly want.
Is she going to show me around them?
And now, she has her very own handsome prince.
Rachel. Oh. Lucy. Try to get your sleep. Leave Samuel to me. I will save him from himself. Make him see that his future happiness does not depend on a ball and chain in the guise of a shapely traffic warden.
He told me he loves her.
But we don't believe him, do we?
I do.
Lucy?
Why shouldn't we believe him? I mean, if you love someone, then you love them. There's nothing you can do about it, is there?
Lucy?
Go on. It's the only chance you'll ever get. No. Now you'll never know how it feels.
Get out.
Hope you haven't lost it. That was Sam's passport out of here. Never mind. You can always be maid of honor at the wedding. Well, some kind of maid anyway.
Shut up.
Unless you catch the bouquet, of course. Not that she'll be chucking it your way. Poor Aunt Rachel. Childless again. It's funny, isn't it? Steph's son comes back and she doesn't even know it. Some people just don't know how lucky they are.
Right, we're not going to be able to go online to him like this.
Yeah, I know. Look, we'll tell him tomorrow, all right? I promise we'll tell him first thing.
Dad. Are you going somewhere?
Tom, look, Tom, the thing is...
Yeah, this bag is full of clothes that need recycling.
Yeah,
I've got some shirts, hang on.
Great.
By the way, is it still cool? Me and Frankie, you know, same as before.
Tom, if there was a problem, do you think we wouldn't say?
Great, thank you, thank you.
Morning, Vicar. Hadn't expected to see you up so early, especially when you must have been up so late last night. Come on, let's see those good old Christian helping hands doing something useful for once.
Ooh, lots of rubbish.
Oh, just old clothes. Duncan's, actually. Feel free to have a good rootle through. Take anything that you might fancy him in.
Natalie.
No, I don't mind, honestly. Must be good for you, though, eh? Got the full set now, really. First Alex, now Duncan.
He came to me for help. I had no other choice.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's how you tend to your flock these days, is it? Good old pastoral care for the errant husband, showing them the love of God.
Duncan suffered too. He wasn't well. He wasn't ready to...
Ready for what? I'd have thought you'd have had him nicely warmed up by now. So what's wrong with him? Clearly nothing worth seeing a doctor about.
Don't you want to come to see for yourself?
He's not dead, is he? Not that I'd particularly mind if he was. Look, I have to go in now. Got to prepare a meal for Woody.
It says the dales are mainly composed of sedimentary strata comprising particles eroded from older igneous rocks.
Hiya. You're up early, Mike.
Dad, some parents actually want to hear about the field trip.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Settled in layers at the bottom of prehistoric seas, gradually becoming denser and more solid under the pressure of their own weights and that of the water above them.
Oh, yep, pressure. Yeah.
It's sort of like sand in a glass of water, only on a much larger scale, right?
So, how were the prehistoric seas?
Fine, thanks. Did you transfer that money over?
Sorry, I've just been a bit tied up.
Really? Anyone we know?
What does Dad need a key for?
He's been doing some redesign on the Yamamoto contract.
Yeah.
I do hope I'm not intruding. I thought you might appreciate a little companionship in the wake of recent developments. A son sacrificed. I feel we might both appreciate a little of how it feels. Mere mortals that we are. I am concerned.
Concerned?
Sam has asked Lydia to marry him.
Is that such a bad idea?
Lucy and Ben would find it difficult to adjust.
And so would you.
I must admit Sam is somewhat like a son to me. I don't want to push him into her arms by saying too much, so perhaps I say too little.
I feel the same way about Duncan and Natalie, and now I feel as though I've betrayed them both. I think I wanted Duncan to be like a husband to me.
Sorry, I'll come back.
Thanks. Have you talked to Rabbi Kaufman about this?
He has no children, whereas you... Have you thought how you'd feel if your son were to come back? If he were here now? How happy would that make you?
I dare imagine it. I do know this, though, that if I knew where he was, I wouldn't let him go a second time.
Holly! Holly! I forgive you. Just accept it. Look, nothing that you did to Jane could be half as bad as what I did to Natalie.
But I made her do it. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me.
But you don't know that. Look, what I did to Natalie, I know. And I couldn't be half the father that I should have been to Ryan, let alone Jane.
But you're their father. Theirs. And if it wasn't for me, they'd still have you. God, you're not a bad father, Duncan. I've seen it with me and Josh. You know, I'd have killed... I wish I had half the things that you gave Jane.
Hello, Holly. You think you show it in your face, really? 2 boyfriends, 2 faces. You're seeing someone else. So what if I am? Why would it bother anyone? Unless they were jealous for some reason. Anyone's jealous of you? No. Of course not. But they might be worried about... Let's see... Josh?
I'm jealous of her. It's simple, really.
Ta-da!
Oh, blimey. What'd I do, win a raffle?
Way to a man's heart.
Yeah, and there'll be plenty more stomach to get through and all if you keep that up. Look, Nat, you've got my heart already, love. You don't have to do all this.
I want to. I want you to feel like the Manor House.
Dad? Didn't realise you wanted me to go that far.
Morning, Ryan. Would you like a yogurt?
You said everything was going to get back to normal.
Yes, it is. Woody is here to stay.
But, Mother...
Mr. Man of the house, I think the upstairs tap needs looking at.
Does it? Oh, right, yeah, of course. Grouting. Yeah, grouting. Got a light?
I am not taking your father back. What do you expect, Ryan? He walked out on both of us. He let us believe that our lives were over. And then he went to... her. At least with Woody, I can...
Oh, I don't want Woody. I want Dad to come home. And unless you want me to tell Woody that your illegitimate honeymoon's over, then I suggest you at least go to the halfway house and get his side of the story.
Tom, there's something I have to tell you. Look, maybe you should talk to your parents.
What about?
Just generally.
Frankie, told you. Spoke to them about you sleeping in here. They said it's fine. If they have a problem, they'll tell me, okay?
You've got to let him know. Is that too much to ask? No, I just haven't decided yet. And what, may I ask, is the nature of this blockage to the executive process?
It's 3 minutes waiting time.
Or perhaps you just enjoy the sport of it all.
Look, if you must know, I didn't even believe him when he asked me.
Too good to be true.
Have you any idea what it's like? You think you'll never meet anyone? Think you'll spend the rest of your life alone? With no husband and no children, no family? It's like now he's finally come, I don't want to say yes. In case I break the spell.
Well, I'm still waiting. Duncan. All right, then. Okay. How about this? I think you're a liar. I think you're a liar. I think you're a stinking hypocritical... Please look at me when I'm talking to you. Oh, Duncan. You could have written, you could have called, even a solicitor's letter.
I never lied. Not to you.
Get out. Look, a lot of this is my fault. Damn right it is. What is it that she's got that I haven't, eh? Well, my husband turns up and you wait, what, a week? Before I get a lame phone call from him?
Actually, I've been here for 4 months.
4 months? And you knew, and Josh knew. And who else knew?
I didn't know what to do, Natalie. I just want to come home. Please.
Listen, I don't care where you've been or how long you've been away, because my life has moved on since you went. Since you've been here, hiding behind that Tark's cassock. And as for you, well, you've got what you've come for, haven't you? As far as I'm concerned, you're more than welcome to him. Tom?
Thought it'd make a really good end to my field trip video. Sort of return to domesticity type thing.
Tom, your mother and I, we've decided.
I don't want Frankie to go.
No, it's okay. Frankie can stay, as long as she wants.
What then?
Mike's been staying at Will's.
Mike?
Your dad. We've decided to live apart.
From each other?
We're sorry, Tom.
George, listen to me!
Not now.
Yes,
please.
now! I need you to know why! I spy you die.